All right, Shalom. Like I said, call all while I was all praise on glory and Hebrew to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Gardash, Shabbat, Apostle, Script, Bless them, bless God, the deck. This is like foreigners, wake those during the truth. I got an article based on times that we're in right now. Okay, and I'm just gonna go straight into it. This is CNBC. Empty shelves, trucking layoffs lead to summer recession in Apollo's shocking trade fight timeline. Economic impact of the tariffs imposed by the Trump administration will soon become apparent to everyday Americans and lead to a recession this summer, according to Apollo Global Management. Not a recession, depression. We're heading towards depression. Torsten Sloke, chief economics at Apollo, laid out a timeline and presentation for clients that showed when the impact of tariffs announced by President or Donald Trump could hit the U.S. economy based on the transport time required for goods from China to U.S. Consumers could start to notice trade-related shortages in their local stores. Next, one, according to the presentation, the consequence will be empty shelves in U.S. and a few weeks of COVID-like shortages for consumers and for firms using Chinese products as an intermediate goods. Slope wrote in a note to clients Friday. It says tariff to recession timeline, April 2nd. Tariffs announced container ship departures from China to U.S. slowing or early to mid-May. Container ships to U.S. ports come to a stop. Mid to late May, trucking demand comes to a halt, leading to empty shelves and lower sales for companies. Late May to early June, layoffs in trucking and retail industries. Summer 2025 recession, should say depression. To support the idea that the U.S. economy is on the verge of recession, I say depression. The presentation also includes data that shows new orders for businesses, earnings outlooks, and capital spending plans have all fallen sharply in recent weeks. The Trump administration has paused some of the tariffs announced on April 2nd, but has hiked duties even higher on China. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent acknowledged Monday on CNBC's Squawk Box the current tariff standoff with Beijing is unsustainable. The vice on goods from China are subject to 145% rate. China is not the only source of consumer goods, but it has a large role in the U.S. economy. The U.S. imported $438.9 billion of goods from China to 2024, according to the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative, putting it right behind Mexico and both China on the list of trading partners by Metric. While many of Wall Street are now saying that recession for the U.S. is like 2025, Sloke's prediction are towards the more pessimistic side. Bessent has said in the administration experts a detox period for the economy due to the trade negotiations, but not necessarily recession. There's also some of the evidence of a pull forward in orders from before the tariffs were announced, which could keep goods on shelves for longer than the Apollo timelines are set. Don't stack empty shelves yet. Year-date stock is still up in demand, slowing. Berkstein analyst and Nisha Sherman said in a note into clients on Monday. Yeah, so, this is nothing but the scriptures right here. And starting with apostles and elders and their elders, they've been warning you. We've been warning of these times, man. Okay? We've been warning these times. And now they're about to be here. Okay? They're about to be here. And the thing about it is, you American people, you thought this time wasn't going to come. Right? Even though we were telling you about it, but this time is finally about to happen. The prophecies eventually have to come to pass, which a lot of them have been coming to pass, but now we're hitting to, the very hardship. Matter of fact, that I'm going to say, like Apostle Ron said, we're heading to the nastiness of the scriptures. Alright, we're going to count down to the worst ones. The worst prophecies are about to happen. Okay? Alright, and you people ain't ready. You people ain't ready. Okay. The American people ain't ready. Our people been fucking around this whole time, and now they about to see that what we're saying was not a joke. It was not to be taken lightly. But yet our people did, and now the suffering is really about to be happening, right? Which we're gonna be affected by this too. But the only thing different between us and an average everyday person, all right, that don't got the many Israelites that don't got the truth is that the Lord is gonna put the spirit on the elect. If we are the part of the elect, the brothers, all right, does not take the chip. And then apart from brothers being part of the elect, if you got a woman or a woman, period, and their benefit is going to be salvation from us, through us, man. All right, whatever brother choose or what woman they gonna be with, all right. Because a man's problem, their benefit is gonna be them receiving salvation. So you women, you can see this prophecy happening where it's just several women should take hold of one man, Israelite man that knows the truth, an elect. Okay, because them niggas gonna be getting dying, man. Scripture said because of the wars, the bridegrooms or the maids shall have no husbands. Or in the wars, they shall die. From the World War III, from the class wars, from the race wars. All right, all these crimes that's happening, it's going to happen. All right, it's going to be a shortage of men in the earth. It's only going to be a lot of women going to die too, but it's going to be more women on earth like it always has been than men. It's going to be a few, the elect number, okay? And like I said, man, this terror thing with China is about to have a complete domino effect on the world. All right, and you Babylonians, you Americans, okay? You proud ass Americans, you about to be humbled. And like I said, this whole, all this folly, all right, foolishness is about to come to a halt. Because the bread and circus, all right, is about to be taken away. And the last thing gonna go is bread. When there's no more bread, nobody's gonna have no more fun at that point. Because now it's gonna boil down to just surviving. There ain't no food, man. Especially with our people. Are you Americans? We seen with the COVID. You can't get your favorite food out of your restaurant because these restaurants and this food period got drugs in them. You gonna be having what do you call that shit? I forgot what they call it. When a drug addict is basically they can't get the drugs and they going on like rehab. Yeah, withdrawals. You're gonna have withdrawals. Alright? Especially you damn women, man. That's all you women do, like to fucking eat more. It's like Kelvin Sanders said, ma'am, you weigh more than a fucking man. All our women, man, they like to stuff their fucking mouths. Okay? That's why the first thing you see them gold digger pranks and all those pranks that men, how they be showing how women are nothing but money hungry savages. Alright, they all about $1. These women, all about using men for their money and their resources. It show you, man, how quick. The first thing they mention is like, they mention shopping, and then it's always restaurants and that shit. They always include restaurants. We can go to this most expensive restaurant because these hoes like to eat, man. All right, they like to eat. So, and then during the time in history, it show you how the women operate too. The women gonna resort to prostitution, and then they gonna on people period, man, gonna resort to cannibalism. And there's an account in the scriptures, what was that, Salmon Nasser, Damn, I forgot it escapes my head right now. Off. Damn, man. It was a time, while people, man, where there was two women accounting the scriptures where two women they about to eat their children, man. They made a decision on eating each other's children. This shit was crazy, man. So these women, you don't think that was back in the ancient times where people were more strong-minded and all that shit, man. What the hell do you think is gonna happen in this period of time where the food has been laced with drugs and people are so weak-minded, right? No discipline or nothing like that. Back then our people practice fasting, and people didn't eat every hour like they did back then. So people were a lot more disciplined and had more morals. So if that happened during that time, oh my goodness, man. Imagine what's gonna happen this time. Oh man, that way is about to get ugly. Yeah, what I was saying. Let me hit the scriptures, man. Okay. Because the Lord he about to be done with the talking, and the Lord is talking through His prophets. And when the top prophets can't prophesy on the streets no more, that's when He said He's done talking. Because the scriptures talk about how the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece, as I've spoken through the mouth of my prophets. So when you don't see brothers on street corners no more, it's preaching the word. It's over with, man. You can wrap the Lord gonna wrap this place up, man. Wrap it like a damn Chipotle burrito, because it is gonna be all work then. The Lord is gonna be doing nothing but work on this place after that. All right. But anyway, second Esdras. Let me see. Second Esdras. What is this? 15. I'm gonna start at 14. So woe unto the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand against another with swords in their hands. So it's going to clash rights, race rights. There shall be a sedition among men, obey one another, and they shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you're going to have the people, right? They're going to come against the governments, the powers that be, all right? And there's not going to be, the society's going to completely be out of attack at that point, man. All right, it's going to be complete lawlessness and chaos in the streets. People going to do whatever they can to survive. All right, like you see in all these apocalyptic movies. People are not going to listen to their politicians, their governors, all right? All the people that are representatives in the political world, people are going to say, fuck them, man. That's why I said, of course, the actual stand there in their power, man. They're going to take things in their own hands. And man shall desire to go into the city and should not be able, right? Because there's going to be martial law on the streets. There's going to be UN troops, foreign troops. There's going to be checkpoints, all right? It's going to be cut-offs, man. Like on Batman, how they blew up the bridges because it was a virus outbreak. For verse 18, it says, because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So men gonna be afraid, how much more women? And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, and they shall destroy their neighbors, destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because a lack of bread and great tribulation. Right, so when people can no longer eat no more, that's when completely they're gonna go. Insanity's gonna kick in. All right, they're gonna do things they wouldn't do, or say they wouldn't do. All right, because especially over here in America, Americans, man, they greedy. This is a population where you're overweight, man. You got a lot of overweight people. All right, and the food is drug, man. All right, so there's addiction to it. So when like I said, when withdrawals kick in from not being able to eat their favorite foods, all right, and not being able to feed themselves from the time period that they used to eating, they're gonna lose it, man. Especially these damn women, because like I said, these hoes always fucking eat, man. It's crazy, man. These hoes always fucking eating, bro. There's zero discipline with these women because they have the freedom and power to do so whenever they want. They have the power to do whatever they want, and they can fulfill themselves. Pleasure. They can pleasure themselves. These women, at any time they want to. Our women have gained way too much freedom and luxury in society. So when that's taken away from them, oh man, they gonna go back shit crazy. Whereas men too, go on being complacent in society, but especially these women, man. Women are going to fucking go haywire and lose it. Yeah, that was mainly it on that. Last scripture, 2 Corinthians 6:22. Let me see. I think it was more on that. I'm gonna get straight to it. 2 Corinthians 6:22. Suddenly shall the sown places appear on sown. The food storehouse shall suddenly be empty, found empty. So what does the article just read, man? Shelves are gonna be empty. What are the storehouses? Just these stores, man. Warehouses. Alright? There's people that are in these industries, they talk about, especially over hearing a lot from over with the ports over in LA or California, how they don't see those container shipments coming in like they used to. It's getting smaller and smaller. Alright, and then they're saying, as I read around midsummer, there ain't gonna be no more imports from China coming in because of tariffs, man, so damn high. All right, and China is saying that they gonna stand it out, man. We're gonna ride this thing to the end. So, yeah, man, the scriptures. Listen, man, when we had that blood moon from the Passover, on the same day of the Passover, and the last year with the fucking solar eclipse, which everybody felt that shit. Everybody seen it where it literally turned. It was daytime and it turned nighttime, man. The solar eclipse and the blood moons, all those, events and stuff like that happening was a sign to show what times we're in. All right, so yeah, man, it's gonna get very rocky this summer. You forget about, having a good time and hot girl summer and spring bling, and you know what I'm saying. Those things are not gonna be enjoyable like they used to, or happening prevalently like they used to, due to the fact that the times that we're in, okay, how things are going. So yeah, man, the Lord taking away the Murphy's place, and we just gotta keep our eyes peeled and closely watching out because things are moving faster, and birth pains are getting worse. With that, we'll give our praise and glory to Yahweh.